So I'm guessing that you clicked on this video because you are also trying to introduce some balance into your life. And one of the most important things to doing that is sleep, which is where I want to talk about the Helix Sleep mattress. I've had my Helix mattress for over a year now, and it continues to give me a really, really great night's sleep. In fact, I have two at my house, and one of them is used in the guest room, and anytime we get a guest and they sleep on it, they say that it's one of the best sleeps they've ever had. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently ships right to your door. And Helix knows that everybody sleeps very differently, so they made a sleep quiz that matches your unique body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. I'm personally a back sleeper that likes a medium mattress, and I share the mattress with my husband and dogs, and so I have the Dusk Luxe mattress. And I've had this mattress for over a year, and I really truly love it. It actually gives me a really great night's sleep every day, and I don't wake up hurting or sore or anything like that. So the best part about all of this is that after you take the sleep quiz, Helix ships their mattresses straight to your door with free shipping in the US. And if it makes you nervous that you're buying a mattress that you've never tried before, Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, and so after 3 months, if you don't like it, you'll get a free refund and they'll pick it up for you. The mattress comes rolled up in a box, and it's pretty easy to set up yourself. Plus, Helix mattresses have a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. I really, truly, genuinely love my Helix, and I think you will too. And so if you're interested and you're looking for a new bed, then check out the Helix mattress. You can click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/hellomayuko and get up to $200 off your Helix mattress plus 2 free pillows. I just woke up from the fattest nap ever. So, move fast and break things. I'm assuming that a lot of y'all have heard this slogan before because it's one of the most popular sayings in tech that I've ever heard of. It's very common. It really kind of just talks about you should always be moving fast and breaking things. There should be a bias towards action. You should be doing things and moving as quickly as possible for the sake of innovation and creating cool stuff. And yeah, this whole bias towards action and doing stuff is definitely helpful in things like a career, and if you're working in a corporate environment and you're trying to develop the newest products and stuff like that. But I'm realizing that there are just times in life where you just need to slow down and just wait. This is a very, very, very hard thing for me because I'm generally kind of an impatient person. You can ask anyone in my life and they'll say that I'm very impatient about things. I like seeing results quickly. I like seeing things happen and progress in my eyes, and I like being able to see that progress. And also just being able to just get feedback on things that I'm doing quickly. And I know a lot of that comes from just my working style, but that's also just kind of who I am as a person in life and stuff. So the whole slowing down and just seeing how things go, not really my thing. But recently I really needed to slow down because ever since mid-April-ish, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt very blah about making videos and just other things in life in general. My motivation is kind of at an all-time low, and I'm not freaking out about it, but it is kind of weird to me because this is so unlike me. And so the first thing that I did, learning from my past lessons where I felt very blah and not fully there and kind of out of it, is I started taking a lot of breaks. So I allowed myself to procrastinate on things to create space and time for things like rest and relaxation. My parents were here, and so I spent a lot of time with them. I also said no to some opportunities because I was just I think I just need to sit tight maybe, or take a break and just chill for a bit. And ideally this will all be over in a few weeks. But it wasn't. It's mid-May now, and I still feel very blah. And I've taken, I feel a lot of breaks, and I still feel I'm not quite where I want to be. And so yeah, this is me in the present moment learning probably one of the hardest lessons of all, to slow down. And it has been quite painful. Yeah, it's been really, really hard. In slowing down, I've done all of this introspection about just okay, in slowing down, it implies that I wanted to move fast, which means that where am I moving fast towards? I'm moving fast towards something. And at first I didn't even know what that something was, but then eventually I realized that I'm trying to move towards a version of myself that I expect myself to be at, where I'm performing, I'm moving fast, I'm just gliding through time and space and life effortlessly kind of thing. I think that's the thing that I've been waiting for that I don't have yet. And I've definitely shared this in previous videos before, but I do have kind of really unrealistically high expectations of myself, which it's definitely gotten better, like absolutely. But I have like this thing of like, I need to be at my best at all times and I cannot let up or else I might die. That's actually probably where a lot of my anxiety comes from, actually. And while I was doing all this introspection stuff too, I watched like previous videos of mine, like the It's Okay to Take a Break video. And literally I watched it and I was like, okay, yep, I hear you. I need to take a break. But then honestly, my first gut reaction after that was just like, yes, I've been taking breaks. Like, I'm ready for what's next, please, now. Now that I think about it, this whole kind of like, I want it now is very like childlike, which is fine. I'm not beating myself up about it, but just noticing that about myself, that I'm like, I want it now, not later, now. Of course, I've talked to my therapist about this a ton of times. Like, I'm always like, ugh, like, why aren't things going faster? Why aren't things going my way? I don't understand. And it's been a very gradual process to have her say like, trust me, Mayuko, things are happening. It's going to be fine. But one analogy that she said in particular really kind of helped unlock it for me. And the analogy itself was, when seeds are planted in a garden, most of the growing for like the first few weeks happens underneath the surface where you can't see. The roots are growing down towards the ground, like well before you even see that first speck of green on the surface. And that's important for plants because they need to root down first and really get a good hold of the ground before they can even reach for the sky, or else they might just like fall over and die. Like, the roots are how they get their nutrients. And I've been seeing her for so many years, so she knows me, you know? And she was like, trust me, Mayuko, these seeds that you've planted all along the way are definitely growing and they're percolating underneath the surface and you can't see them, but trust that it is happening. It's funny because she told me this analogy right around the time that I started gardening, and I was just like, I planted these seeds and why aren't things coming out? And she was just like, well, they have to root first, Mayuko. But it's actually been a very useful analogy for me to think about like what's going on in my life. It really did contextualize and help me to be at peace with what's going on right now. And specifically in that not everything that's happening is going to be visible or obvious to you. And that progress is kind of happening in ways that you wouldn't even expect, like in subconscious mind. And so even if it feels like you're not making progress, like in a visible, meaningful way that feels measurable, it is happening. We are always constantly growing and changing. And so because not everything's going to be obvious, sometimes, you know, in the meantime, it's okay to just sit back and wait for things to happen. Because let me tell you, I feel like since April, I've done everything that I feel like I could have done to try to like kickstart my engine, and it ain't working. And I'm like starting to get to a point where I'm like, why the heck isn't it working? And I'm really trying to like lean into the like, it's okay if it doesn't work. You're supposed to just wait and like see what happens, because that's life. And granted, this is still, like I said, really, really hard for me to do. I have to basically practice every day, not to scorn myself for not moving as fast as I possibly could, and also I have to not beat myself up for not having the motivation that I know I could have. But that's the thing. It's an everyday practice. It's like anything else that you're going to practice, like sports or a musical instrument or practicing cooking. I'm not going to be great at it at the beginning, but over time, from showing up every day and doing this thing, I'm going to get better at it. And through practicing, I'm realizing that really I can't be going 100 miles per hour every single day through life and through work if I don't also know how to go 20 miles an hour and stop to notice the lessons like this one along the way.